break-even point of a Show My Food Cart business. Hi guys, this is Jesse Alcaraz. I teach people accounting, business, and financial literacy concepts. And for this video, we will be discussing the break-even point of a food cart business selling siomai. So, may nag-message sa akin asking or requesting me to compute for the break-even point. I'm not sure kung break-even point ba yung gusto niyang malaman kasi based on the details na binigay niya, only the break-even point, the markup, ang kaya nating ma-generate. She did not give us how many siomai yung nabebenta niya every month. So, siomai food cart business. So far, ito lang yung binigay na details ni ma'am sa akin. Na sabi niya, 1 pack of siomai costs 500 pesos each. And then, yung isang pack na ito contains 100 pieces. The selling price is 10 pesos per siomai. Then, the chili garlic, I'm not sure kung siya ba yung gumagawa nito or binibili niya lang to. It's 230 pesos and this is good for 3 to 4 days. We also have super kalan, 290 pesos. This is good for 20 days. And then, the miscellaneous, actually ako na lang yung naglagay nito because ayun, hindi I forgot to ask her about this one kung magkano yung nagagasto for the calamansi, for the paper plate, the toothpick, the tissue, yung mga miscellaneous. So I just estimated a number amounting to 1,000 pesos per month. So given this data, the only thing that we can actually compute is the break-even point. Break-even point. Okay. Wala siyang binigay kung how much is she selling, magkano, ilang pieces yung nabibenta niya every month. And then, I asked if meron ba siyang binabayarang rent. Wala din naman daw kasi parang food cart lang siya sa gilid, sa gilid, no? Ng street siguro or entrance ba. I don't know paano yung setup na yun. And wala din siyang labor. So, no rent, no labor, and I'm not sure kung merong license, tsaka tax. Hindi ko na rin natanong. So, basically, ayun, there are still a lot of supposedly expenses na hindi kasama. So, be very conservative in approaching this computation. So, the first thing that we have to do is identify the fixed costs. Okay? So, ang fixed cost nito is the chili garlic, chili G, then the miscellaneous, and then the super kalan. The problem lang, or the challenge lang, is that the chili garlic is good for 3 to 4 days, the super kalan is good for 20 days, and the miscellaneous na estimated natin is good for 1 month. So, magkaiba yung time periods that they cover. So, usually, ang ginagawa ko, if this is the case, I translate it into a monthly basis or pwede nyo din namang i-compute siya on a daily basis. So, for the chili garlic na 230 pesos, na 3 to 4 days, we will be using the 3 days to make it more conservative. Kasi kapag 4 days yung ginamit natin, makakatipid tayo on our estimate. So, by using the 3 days, it allows us to have a higher estimate for the expenses. So, the higher the expenses in estimating, the better. So, parang 3 days, this is good for 3 days para maging 1 month siya, times 10 natin. So, that will be 2,300 for the chili garlic. For the miscellaneous, 1,000 na yan, good for 1 month. And the super kalan, which is 290, I'm not sure anong super kalan to. Ginagamit for the steaming, yung pagluluto din ng chili. The chili garlic, siya yung nagluluto. Na-mention niya na siya daw nagluluto gamit yung super kalan. So, both for steaming and for the preparation of the chili garlic. Take note, this is good for 20 days. And in order to make it 1 month, times 1.5 na lang natin. Okay? So, point is 1.5, magiging 30 days yan. So, magkano to? plus 145, that's 390, 435. Check na lang natin. Hindi masyadong gumagana utak ko. Okay, 290 times 1.5. Ayan, 435. So, tama tayo. So, the total fixed cost every month is, so this is 33, tsaka 3735. Ayan. Sorry. So, 3,735. So, ito po yung fixed expenses natin. Fixed cost. Fixed costs per month. So, tama ba? Okay. So, what about our variable cost? Variable cost natin is, siomai lang naman. Okay. So, variable cost is 500 pesos divided by the 100 pieces. Therefore, 5 peso each yung siomai cost. Siomai cost. Okay. And then, of course, we have the selling price already amounting to 10 pesos. So, meron na tayong ganyan. Therefore, we can compute for the break-even point already. So, BEP in units. Kasi isang, ano lang naman to? Isang product lang naman. So, we have the fixed cost amounting to 3735. 3735 divided by the selling price of 10 pesos minus the variable cost of 5 pesos. Therefore, 3735 divided by 5, that is 3735 divided by 5. So that is 747. 747 pieces of siomai per month. Ayan, per month po yan. So, every day, kung 747 divided by 30 days, that will be divided by 30 days, that will be 24.9. 24.9 or 25 pieces. So, sa 25 pieces na to, ito yung break-even point natin in units. So, 25 pieces per day times natin sa selling price na 10 pesos. So, kailangan lang nating makabenta ng 250 pesos per day para makapag-break even. Take note po sobrang liit ng break even point natin, pero take note, wala yang rent, wala yang labor, wala yang taxes and licenses. But if you will be operating like siguro, i-siomai franchise, definitely may additional cost kanyan. Kung mag-hire ka ng ibang tao para magbantay ng food cart mo, additional fixed expenses na naman yan. Together with, if magbabayad ka na naman ng rent, that's an additional expense. So therefore, maliit yung 250. So very attainable, very realistic and practical. However, this is only true if wala kang binabayarang taxes, wala kang binabayarang tao, and then wala kang binabayarang renta. So, be mindful of that figure and details. So, there you have it, the break-even point of a siomai food cart business. Although the details is quite limited, but at the very least, you will have your own idea as to how you will be computing for the break-even point para meron tayong minimum. Alam natin yung minimum target natin kung magkano dapat yung ibibenta natin on a daily and a monthly basis. So, basically, that's it. Pansit. Thank you so much and mayong gabi sa tanan.